Welcome back, friends. Well, the holiday season is really a time of joy and cheer, but for some families, it's a reminder of their loved ones who are no longer here to celebrate. Darrel Volway is no longer with us, and it's my pleasure to have Kelly Volway, Darrel's sister, and his daughter, Brittany, joining me. How are you both doing?
Good. Thank you for having us.
You are so welcome. We want to get some answers. Tell me, first of all, okay, so Darrel was shot in Saginaw County. First, ladies, let's talk about Darrel. What type of man was Darrel? I look at his picture and his face and that smile that's on there. I can just tell he was loved, definitely. And he was a loving person.
Yes.
Tell us about your dad. How was Dad for you?
He was adventurous, always had an adventure. I knew that if I was coming over, we were doing something beyond my imagination.
Of course.
He was just fun to be around. He was like my best friend.
Oh, my goodness. And how about you as your brother?
Well, you know, we had our ups and downs. We
Of course, like siblings.
In the end, we always loved each other.
See that smile? I love that picture. Yeah. So this happened on May 25th, 2016. Tell us what happened so we can kind of get, if anyone remembers anything about this day, May 25th, 2016.
We remember a lot about that day.
I know you do.
We get the phone call for a non-responsive mail at our house. My mom happened to find him. By the time I arrived, our house was being taped off. They found Darrel. He was already deceased. He was shot, and that's when our world turned upside down.
Yeah. Now this was in Bridgeport Township, so if anybody remembers, and anything of that day, a car, someone in the neighborhood, you know, anything, any leads would help. What have investigators told you so far? Anything?
It's a cold case.
It's a cold, yeah.
They put it into cold case, I want to say, within about a year and a half.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our detective just retired. There is still detectives on it, but it is not knowing, not having answers, knowing somebody's out there enjoying their life, their family, when Darrel's missed so much.
Yeah, and you can no longer see him again, and hold him, and those are the things that are so important. Tell me about your dad. What message you have to someone out there who may know something?
I don't even know, because I always imagined that day where I would be able to tell them something.
Yes.
But I just have become so helpless. Like, what would I tell them that day? You know, like, I miss him very much, and he's missed so much in my life that I never thought he would have missed.
Yes.
So it's very disappointing and heartbreaking.
I'm sure it is. And my friends out there, any tips will help. You might think it's small, but sometimes the very smallest detail can solve a case. And how do you want Darrel to be remembered?
In the end, even though Darrel might have had differences, he had a big heart. He would help anyone. He would have spoiled his grandbaby to no ends.
I can see that in his face in that poster, that's for sure. Well, you know what, he is looking down on you, and he sees the grandbaby, and his love and his memories are still here with us.
Yes.
Oh, you know you can feel that. I'm sure you can. Yes, and I'm praying for you all. I know it's difficult, but I really do hope the new year brings new leads and closure for you.
We are hoping so, too.
If you know anything at all, my friends, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-422-JAIL. All tips are anonymous. Thank you so much for joining me both. I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
You are so welcome.